Hello everyone, this is Blankera, and welcome to my universe. Today, I'm going to continue rigging Shalom from Path to Nowhere. Remember how, probably a week ago or something, I said that I was going to hold off on doing the eyes until I did more with the hair? Well, I've done more with the hair, and I think I want to do the eyes now. Because I have noticed that there are some issues with them, especially in the corners. I mean, this movement, just look at the left eye especially. Just, I don't even know what's going on there. It doesn't look very good at all, though. Oh my goodness. So, I think it is time to go through and actually fix some of this. So, I'm going to go through and do another quick check on my cardinal directions here, because I did feel like there might have been something a little bit off in some of them. It might even go bald for a little while. Probably not for a long time though, just because it's actually a little bit hard to see without the hair on now. Just because I did not rig the head or the ears to make things look okay while she's bald. Not in the slightest. But I just want to check it for quick distortions here. There's definitely something there, but I can't quite tell what it is. I think that was another reason that I wanted to do more with the hair, so this way maybe I could figure out the mystery of why do I hate this eye so much. I'm gonna go ahead and stare at it for a little bit here. Am I moving her lower eyelid at all? I am a little bit. That might be related. That's the side lash, but I'm assuming that I'm moving the bottom lash if I'm moving the side lash. Okay. Let me think about that real quick. I actually do think that helped a little bit. Okay, well if it's that simple, then maybe things won't be so bad. Because I do kind of like giving the appearance that we're seeing the side of her eyelash a little bit more. And then we were, well, her eyes were like this. I think that's fine. Let me move the lower spikes too then. Put him back over there. Today, I think it's going to be a lot of just playing with little values here and there and seeing how it all shakes out. But fortunately, I do think that this helped a lot. So maybe I'll be able to figure out what the heck is going on with my upward turns here. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I do not like the way these corners look at all. For the eyes, at least. It's funny, because I think that, down here and up here and most of the other directions look pretty alright. I think this looks alright. Maybe I have a little bit to fix right over there. But for the most part, I think it looks alright. But, for whatever reason, It's okay, art is like that sometimes. Alright, let me copy over these values here, because I had that one going over 1. moved the side lash a little bit. 2. And that was a -2, right? Yes. They're mirrored, so I want this, you know, whether they're positive or negative to be opposite. Alright, and bottom lash. That I remember. I just brought it down to... There we go. I want these to be kind of symmetrical. Apparently they weren't before. I must have just tried some stuff on the more visible eye. Because this one's always kind of just hidden behind her hair. So it's a little bit harder to see. A little bit harder to see when there's problems. So I just pay a lot of attention to the more visible eye here. As always, I'm kind of starting off with the cardinal directions, so that this way the corners will hopefully take some of the values that I put down for these, you know, the left, right, up, and down, and kind of merge them together so I have less to do. That's how it works in theory. We'll see if it works out for me here today. Alright, let me fix the small issues that I see up here. Just, it looks like her makeup is getting a little bit squished there, and I don't think that's quite what I intended when I did it like that. It's like I definitely get having her eyelid be a little bit less visible on this angle, or just the appearance of being a little bit smaller, but I don't think it makes sense to like have it be more extreme in the corner. For whatever reason, that's how I had it before, so let's fix that up a little bit. I'm just ignoring this for now. Well, I can only move one at a time, so I'll mirror that when it's all done. For now, I just want to take a look at all this. Make sure I'm getting the one eye that is more visible to my liking first. And then I can just mirror it to the other side, and it should be the same. That way, I don't have to worry about the eye that is not as visible to me. Alright, I think that looks better. So I'm gonna go ahead and mirror it to the other side. Let me find it. This will be under eye makeup. I think a space is actually... Yeah, here we are. And the same down here. Alright, so now I'm just gonna keep looking around, keep adjusting things as I want them. See if I can figure out the last couple of mysteries here and get her eyes looking great. In the meantime, because my brain was so fried yesterday, I actually read through a couple of interrogations. I had Garofano at 80% compliance, so I needed to see hers in order to go beyond there. That was the first one, and then I had some extra time. So I read through Vator Blaus. I apologize for butchering the French. But I am not proficient with French. It started out a bit slow, but I thought that the way it ended was really good, and it actually made me a bit sad on how her actual event ended and how they've been handling interrogations. It was kind of nice when they were just little additional stories or something that told you a little bit more about the character. But between like hers or Shalom's and a few others, there's like actual key story points there. Like, I felt like Vator Blaus, I felt like her story, just from her event, was kinda meh. Like, it didn't really go anywhere. It kind of meandered a bit. It seemed longer than it needed to be for what the story that it was telling. And now I understand why. And it's because they locked half the story in her interrogation. Like, the way her event should have ended was right there in the interrogation. And if they had just attached that to the event somehow, instead of leaving it for people, only for people that rolled the character, then it probably would have been a much more satisfying event. And I just thought that was kind of a shame. Honestly, it was kind of a shame on several levels, because not only was the end of her story basically locked behind an effective paywall, but both of them had to be longer than they needed to be, have more words than they needed to have, just so that they'd be of an expected length for an event and then for an interrogation. Whereas if they had just been properly smashed together and then have the interrogation used for, you know, some fun extras like they had done in the past, it would have been far more complete, I think. And so I just thought that was kind of a shame, and now I'm kind of tempted to go through and read interrogations for some of the events that I didn't think were quite as strong. I fear that, you know, perhaps the other half of their event just got locked behind the interrogation instead. Having to do things for money. Always such a shame. But the only reason that I can call it a shame is because I actually kind of liked the ending to hers, and the general themes of it. I feel like interrogations vary wildly in quality, but I thought hers was pretty good. I liked it. I think the writers accomplished what they set out to do with that particular character. And then I see that the next event is another data crevice, which I probably won't talk about much. I still don't have a lot to say when it comes to a lot of gameplay things. This one seems to be a little bit more gimmicky and puzzle-like. I think the last data crevice thing was like that too, so I'll probably play it at some point. I tend to like that kind of gameplay. So we'll see if I enjoy it. I was definitely way too tired to attempt something like that yesterday. My brain, non-existent. It needed a rest. But it's okay. It got the rest it needed. And today, I'm feeling better, which is why I'm going in and tackling the eyes. Like, I thought about going back and just doing bangs again, but man, when I was checking the model this morning and seeing what I wanted to poke at today, I just could not stop staring at all the problems in her eyes. So I decided it was time. I'm gonna take those eyes very, very seriously. I don't have any deformations applied to her upper eyelid. Do I? Eyelash top. I have absolutely no effects applied to it. Okay, perfect. I wonder if I should. No, it kind of dips down in the original too. Okay, I'll leave it like that then. For whatever reason, there's just this little point in her eyelash where if you look, it goes up, and then it comes back down, and then it goes up again. Nope. Okay, for a second there I thought my mouth wasn't working. It is. All is well. I want to see what the corner of her eye looks like with the hair off here. So yeah, it's kind of has a particular slant to it. Okay, I think I see what's making me think something might be off. We'll just leave her bald for a second here while I fix this. Just need this piece to kind of come out a little bit. Alright, let's put the hair back on and see how that looks. And if I like it, I will mirror it over to the other side too. Okay, I think I want it just a touch higher up here. Oh, not you. You. There we go. Kinda like that. Still not quite doing what I want. Let's see here. It's a very simple mesh. So moving the pieces of it can be a little bit tricky. But in this case, it's also a very simple line. So it's not that bad. I just kind of have to know where I'm going here. And I'm not quite sure I do. Makes it hard to put things in the right place. It's alright, that's just kind of how it is. Okay, yeah, that looks a little bit better. I'm of the firm belief that I do not necessarily have to know what's wrong or what exactly I need to do to fix something. But as long as I can keep moving in the right direction, eventually I'm gonna be like, oh, hey, it looks right now. Awesome. And all will be well. So it's not really about knowing what I'm doing, it's just getting closer to what I think is right. There we go. Okay, let me take another look with her hair off again. I want to take a look at just this corner that ends up peeking out behind her side bang. Okay, no, that seems fine. Alright, let's go mirror it over to the side then. So this is going to be eyelid, which is one word. This is lash lid. Perfect. Alright, let's make sure I like it on the left turn as well. Once again, using the side of her hair, or side of her head that's not covered with hair to determine these things. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Alright, I think that's pretty good. Let's go try to tackle these corners now. Oh gosh. Okay. This is the one that I disliked the most, so I want to start with it. I think I've mentioned in the past that my art process is I look for the thing that's bothering me the most in the moment, and then I go work on it and make it better. So hopefully it doesn't bother me quite as much anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and try to unset some things. I'm just gonna unset all the things, actually. And then I'll see what needs to be done in order to make everything look nice. What is this? Why is it not unsetting? I thought this would unset everything. Thank you. Okay. Okay, no, those are fine. Okay, now we're getting into the ears. Alright, so now I have everything unset. So, in theory, that might kind of help a little bit. It maybe still looks pretty bad. Oh my. Okay. It's alright, I'll figure out the problem there. I'm gonna unset things down here too. I'm just gonna unset all of the quarters. And I'll go ahead and make them nice. One by one. Oh, my music stopped for some reason. Sometimes it just randomly turns off the loop. No idea why that happens. Okay. Over here now. Not gonna worry about the eye sockets for the time being. I actually don't think they look too bad. I mean, if you take away the hair, they look pretty funky. But with the hair, I don't think it's that bad. Okay, and here. Okay. Now then, let's take a look at some of this. Oh my. The eyes look very lost and confused. Okay. We'll just have to fix that. Actually, now that I look at it, I think I still got some more adjusting to do over here. This is why it's a good idea to look away from your work for a little while. Because when you stare at something for too long, you just kind of get used to it and things stop looking wrong. What I'm looking at here is... So before, I think the eyelid was going a little bit upward. I deformed it so it went a bit too high. And now I'm noticing that something similar is happening on this line here. Something about it. The angle is just changing rapidly. You can see that it extends kind of over here and then goes down. That downward part should not be. It should be fairly even. It needs to be kind of up like this. And then I kind of want to just take these couple little vertices and push them over here just a little bit. I think it'll make her eyelid look a little bit more 3D. Just moving that little highlight around and also just how the crease of that eyelid is working. Okay, that seems alright, so now we'll go copy it over to the other side. now that I look at it again, this always seems to happen. I look at things again, and I'm just like, that actually doesn't look quite right now that I look at it again. So I'm gonna go find the eyebrow. Okay, so I have nothing set to it right now. I think I want to push this eyebrow, like, a couple of clicks to the right here. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. I'm not sure if it, strictly speaking, makes sense. I'm not sure why I have to do this, but here we are. I think it looks better this way, so I roll with it. Which direction did I have it going? Positive. Okay. So you, I want to be a -2. Okay. There we go. I mean, you can't really see her eyebrow there, but that's fine. I just want things to be nice and symmetrical. Oh gosh. Okay. Man, everything looks so fine when I look at it like here and down here, and I just go into the corners and it's like, Okay. Gonna have to just take this one step at a time. What is making some of these things just look weird? Do I need to just move the the lower eyelashes over a little bit? Let's try that, along with the middle lash too. It looks better, but I'm not sure if that's the right answer. I'm actually going to back it up here. Let me make sure that I... Okay, we're going to go all the way back there. One more thing I want to try. I'm also wondering if I just need to kind of rotate it just a little bit here. And if that's part of what's throwing it off. I don't know, that looks kind of weird too, doesn't it? It's a little bit better. Let me try on the other side too. Let's see here. Oh, I actually do have a little bit of rotation on you. I didn't realize that. That's weird. Why do I have some rotation on you? I thought I unset all this. Is it because there's rotation over here? So that would make sense. Yep. Okay. So I guess what I did over here was I rotated the eyes very slightly to let them curve around her face a little bit more nicely. And then over here, I didn't do the same thing. Okay, but I still think I have to move some of these eyelashes. Let me see on this side. We get the same rotations here. So... I'm just going to copy and paste these numbers, reflect the, whether they're positive or negative. Just so that everything is properly mirrored. Let's see how things are on this side. Well, it doesn't seem as bad on this side. Why is it so bad on this side? Oh, okay. Let me go back to what I was experimenting with. That would be these lower eyelashes here. Let me go push them over a little bit. Nope. That made it worse. That's not bad, though. Alright, let me push the eyelash spikes over a little here. There's some shenanigans somewhere here. Oh, wow. No. Very no. Oh, I didn't realize I pushed them that far over. Okay, let's, maybe do it a little bit more gently. Okay, that's not bad. At the very least, I'm not looking at this in agony like I was this morning. I just don't look at it and just immediately go, and wonder what I'm gonna do. So, that's progress. So here, I think I kind of want to do the reverse. We're just gonna push everything over pretty far. So here I'm just doing minor adjustments to her gaze, more or less. It's not just the iris of her eyes. I'm trying to make it so that she's following the viewer as she moves her head around. So this way, no matter how she moves her head, it'll always look like she's looking at you. I've seen some people that make models do it to great effect. I have had mixed results personally, but I wanted to try it for this one. I thought it suited Shalom very well, so I wanted to give it a try. Yeah, there we go. That's a bit better. Still not quite sure about these eyelids, but I think everything else is alright now. Let's go ahead and mirror some of this. So let's see, this is gonna be left eyeball composite, so right eyeball composite. Right eye, right eyeball composite. Okay. And then the other things that I changed, a bunch of stuff around the eyelashes, mostly the middle lash and the bottom lash. So let's go find those. Eyelash bottom. Perfect. No, you're actually fine. Yes, I wanted the right one, not the left one. Nope. Once again, wanted the right one, not the left one. Okay, and same down here. And the bottom. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a bit better. I actually kind of dig how it's making this part of her eye look a little bit thicker just because I have two eyelashes kind of overlapping each other there. I wasn't sure about it at first, but no, I think I actually do like it. I think it's working well. So, let's go check it out. The eye on this side, the one that is no longer hidden, or the one that is not hidden by the hair quite so much. Just trying to decide where this eyeball should go in order to make it look like she is looking at you. I'm trying a few different things here, but I think this is the right idea. Yeah. Something like this, I think. Just gonna poke at it until I get it exactly as I wanted. But I think that looks pretty good. Now I'm just gonna take a look at all the eyelashes again. Make it so that I no longer feel like they're sliding all over the place on me. Because oh boy, right now do they feel a little bit slidey. And then once they are to my liking, I can go and mirror them back over once more. Okay, I see what the problem is. These little guys are being moved way too far over. I'm not actually sure why they got pushed so far to the side there. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Which means that I can push these guys back. So yeah, not sure what happened there, but it sure happened. Yeah, there we go. I think that's looking pretty good. Alright, let's go mirror everything over to the side, because now we're doing everything on the left. Or the right, yes. I don't remember which ones I moved, so I'll just move them all over. I know I didn't do the top. The top is fine. Okay. Now to go find the eye composite. This time it's going to be the left. Left eye composite. Perfect. That is the left, right? No. Ah, shoot. Okay, I better go and do all that. That'll be those three. I wanted... right. Yes. I thought it was weird that nothing was moving. I was gonna say, I thought that I moved that a whole ton. There we go. Okay. Let's let her swing her head around a little bit more. Yeah, I think that's doing much better. Now I just want to do things like make the eye makeup look nice and the eyelids and all that good stuff. So I'll go ahead and do that now. So I'm not entirely satisfied with some of the stuff here. This is the time that I can take to just make sure everything is actually the way that I want it to be. Kind of finalize everything. And hopefully I will not have to touch her eyes again after today. That would be pretty fantastic. I gotta say, it's really nice to get rid of some of those more unsettling parts. Where I knew something was wrong, but I wasn't quite sure what to do about it. It was nice to sit down and actually make sure that I had them all right. Sometimes that's all you gotta do, just sit down and really think about it. Put that brain to good use. Something about the way the eyelids are drawing or were stretched or something, but just making it look somewhat low quality to me. Like it's a little bit blurry or pixelated, but I do think that is just the way the art that I prepared looks. Might just be some lingering artifacts from the upscaler I had to use in order to get this art a reasonable size to rig. But I think it's fine. I think that's probably just kind of the way it is. Yeah, should be fine. Just had to think about that for a second. Sometimes it can be hard to tell if it's something that I can fix or just a characteristic of the art. Actually, needing to change the eyelids more than I expected. Part of the reason that I unset them was I was hopeful that the interpolation of just mashing the, right and the bottom, for example, together would get me something pretty close, but no, I ended up needing to change it a lot. That's okay. I think I'm getting there. I think it's starting to look pretty good. I really do. I'm pretty happy with all of this. I'm honestly glad that I decided to go in and just tackle the eyes today. They'd been kind of bothering me for a while, and I was hoping that fixing up the hair would make it more clear where I needed to fix things, or maybe would make the things that were just not working for me a little bit more obvious. But it just wasn't. I just needed to sit down and think about it and not be lazy about it. So that's what today was, and today I think was a very good day. I am overall quite happy. And the eyes just look so much better. It's honestly kind of incredible. I no longer have this weird, unpleasant feeling when I look up at her eyes over here. And why is that one going over there, though? That doesn't seem right. I might have to make some adjustments. Art is hard. Yeah, this one didn't get adjusted right. I'm just gonna do it manually, it's fine. I don't feel like hunting down my exact values. Okay, yeah, that seems fine. Same problem over here, too. Shenanigans. But it's alright. I can fix it. All is well. This is the same kind of issue that I had on the left and right turns too, where I felt like I raised her eyelid just a little bit too much there. So it wasn't quite properly lining up at the bottom. But easy enough fix. I think that is looking pretty good. Alright, let's get the eyelid looking nice over here now. Maybe smooth out this little eye makeup layer a little bit more too. It's a little bit messy there. Yeah, there we go. That's much better. Sometimes it doesn't take much to just kind of smooth things out. Sometimes it's actually quite straightforward. You know, just more notes for my future self. I think next time I make a model like this, I'm going to separate this little highlight from the rest of the eyelid here, just so I have more control over where it goes. Because I've got a certain kind of movement I want in that eyelid there, and I'm somewhat limited on what I can do with it based on how I want the highlight to move too. I have to care about both of them at the same time, and that's actually kind of hard. It'd be a lot more straightforward if I just separated them properly from the beginning. So alright, notes for future self. Alright, I think that's looking pretty good. Let's check this side now. Just because it is so much easier to manage everything when I'm looking at the eye that is not covered by the hair. So on the right side, it's the small eye, the one that appears smaller because her head is turning so that this eye recedes into the background there. And on this side, it is the big eye. It is the eye closest to us. So I get both just fine here. I will mirror what I've done already, though. Let me find it. So this is going to be eye makeup and eyelid, basically. Eye makeup, yes. Perfect. I'll copy that over there, and where is the eyelid? Okay. So let's take a look at everything on this side now. Now, still doing the left eye, but now the left eye is the big one. Just kind of want to smooth that out just a little bit, but otherwise I think it's looking okay. Let's just check things out here. Yep, I think on both of these, the eye makeup just needs a little bit of smoothing, but otherwise looks okay. Honestly, I think the eyelid looks mostly fine too. You can see I'm just kind of adjusting the corner of it very slightly here. Give it a little bit more direction. Otherwise, I think it all looks fine. Wow, that side was a lot easier. I was gonna say, that seemed almost too easy. I thought that it was still hiding some secrets from me. See, the reason it was so much easier is because it was smart. It was waiting for me to do it second, closer to the end of the stream when I'd be a little bit more tired. Some of the problems might just go unnoticed. But I knew to be suspicious. But no, for the most part I do think it looks okay, and honestly the hardest part of this was dealing with the corner of the eyelid, which is firmly behind hair at this angle. So there's just less to worry about. Be me considering something there. I think I need to push that down just a little bit. Because now we're seeing the edge of her eye. So it doesn't keep continuing, it just kind of tapers off and ends there. So I think this kind of shape is appropriate. Alright, I think eyes are doing much better now. Let's go ahead and mirror things. And there's the eye makeup and the eyelid. Eyelid. Right. And then over here I did a little bit more, so let's go ahead and do that. I think it was just in the eye makeup. On the right. Yes. Okay. So let's see how our eyes are doing. It was looking like it was doing much better when I was checking it out. But yeah, I think they are doing so much better. Look at that. Looks so nice. Maybe someday I'll give her her body back. But she doesn't need it right now. Just gonna do the hair and be happy about that. Huzzah. Okay. And so, now with the eyes looking much better, I think this is where I will end for today. So, thank you all for coming, and I hope you're able to make something wonderful today. I'll see you all tomorrow.